You guys, so today we're gonna get a look at a couple of the Solo releases. Actually got these off of Amazon. I think they're going to be hitting stores fairly soon, and these have been popping up throughout the United States, I believe, and I'm sure some of you guys in the UK have already received these items. But anyway, I do have them here in hand and ready for review, so let's go ahead and get started. So, of course, we're going to start with the Imperial AT-DT Walker. Very cool, very awesome. We have the Solo banner across the top with the Walker pictured in the middle. We also have the Mimban Trooper in the window. Very cool, very awesome. And then, of course, we have a depiction of the Force Link 2.0 with the vehicle. Very, very awesome. Force Link 2.0 in the corner there. Really, really cool. And then, of course, for our Solo 2-pack with Chewbacca Mimban, very, very cool. We have Solo in his Mudtrooper gear, minus the helmet. I wish they would have included the helmet, but I don't see it in there, unfortunately. And then we also have Chewie. He's all muddied up, of course. So on our Solo pack, again, we have the vehicle pictured here in the middle. We also have the firing projectile right there. Very awesome. Our Mimban Trooper. Also looks like the Trooper can be ejected from the vehicle as well as the gun pop off. So that's a really cool addition. And of course, we also see it here working with the Force Link 2.0. We have all of our readables here, Force Link 2.0 right there. And then, of course, we get a description of the Imperial AT-DT Walker. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Deployed on uneven battlefields with difficult terrain, the AT-DT is a single-pilot mobile artillery walker unit that uses its primary cannon to provide air defenses as well as lob laser artillery into the heart of the enemy line. For our Solo 2-pack, we have Solo there with the chain around his foot. Very, very cool. Chewie also has a chain. There's the little gun right there that I believe is in the film. So really cool, very, very awesome. Our readables, Force Link 2.0. And then on the side of the box, we get the muddy Han and Chewie. And then on this side, we get a really cool illustration of the AT-DT in action on Mimban. Really, really cool. All right, guys, and that's a look at both of these two particular packages. Now let's go ahead and pop these two open. All right, you guys, and we have all of our items out of the box and looking very cool, very, very awesome, especially the 2-pack with Mimban, Trooper, Han Solo, and Chewbacca, Muddy Chewbacca. Very cool. Love the gun accessory. Very awesome. And then, of course, the chain right there, linking the two together. They don't actually link together, but it is the chain that does link them together in the movie. Very cool. Very nice touch. And then, of course, all of the weathering completely across the board on all of these items is absolutely awesome. Now for the AT-DT Walker, it is a very nice looking vehicle. Appearances, it is awesome. However, the plastic is very flimsy, very thin. The vehicle does stand. You can get it to stand, and it's not hard to get it to stand. However, there's not really enough weight in the feet to really keep it properly balanced. If you were to basically hit the shelf that this thing was sitting on slightly, it might fall over, and it might fall over frontwards or backwards depending on how you have the weight distributed at the top. Again, it is very much top heavy, not too much weight at the bottom, so it just really, the balance on it is not really all that great, unfortunately. However, again, appearances, it is a 100% absolutely on point. The weathering is absolutely awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at the vehicle. All right, you guys, and getting you a closer look at the vehicle. Very awesome. Very cool. It's not a particularly large vehicle. It's a 3 1/4 size vehicle. I think it is scale-wise appropriate to your 3¼ size figures, because this is again a single unit walker, not the massive walkers like we usually are used to. But I can tell you again, the plastic on this is really light, really kind of flimsy, but there is decent articulation on this thing. But I wish there were other areas that had articulation on this, and I'll point that out a little bit later when we go over the articulation. But you do get a very cool Mimban trooper right here, minus the black cape. You don't get the black cape with this particular trooper like you do with the troopers in the background there. They come in a single pack. But you do get the muddy, grimy Mimban trooper, very nicely weathered, very cool, and very awesome looking trooper. As for the vehicle itself, it is a plain gray. There is some nice weathering there, some mud there, mud spots, various areas throughout the vehicle. And then on the feet, you do have speckled, like grayish mud or what have you on there. So there is some nice weathering. It could use probably a personal touch. With some more weathering, I'll probably get that done for this particular vehicle, but very cool and very nice looking vehicle. Now, going over the articulation, you do get a pretty much a 360 turn in the turret right here with the gun. The gun is very cool. Lots of nice detail within the gun there. Very, very awesome and cool. You also have articulation here in the joints right there. There's your main articulation to get the legs moved into different positions. You also have articulation here in the hind legs, so you will be able to adjust the height on it. Have articulation in the feet of the vehicle as well. And I apologize for the light, guys, but you have articulation in the feet as well. You can move it left, right, side to side, and what have you, and adjust it as needed. Now, here you would think there would be some articulation in the legs to get this, moving up and down, perhaps get it in different positions, lower, higher positions. But unfortunately, it's a mold. It's a plastic mold, guys. As you can see, there is no articulation. But as far as the plastic goes and stability, as far as standing longevity wise, I would really give it a low grade in those particular areas. In my particular opinion, it is a very cool vehicle. I'm not sure what the retail price is for this. I did pay a bit more than the retail price. I probably paid about $10 more retail price just to get it a bit earlier than it hitting the stores. But I can tell you, more than likely, this thing is going to come out a bit overpriced, just simply based off of the nature of the plastic on this thing. But it is a very cool vehicle. Don't get me wrong. I am very glad to have it. And it is going to look nice on the shelf. My only question is the longevity of it being on the shelf. It may stand for a day, 2 days, 3 days, but eventually, as some weight distribution on this thing is going to have it tip over and fall over at some point. And guys, and now we're going to get a look at Han and Chewie Mimban 2-pack package. Let's get a look at those guys. All right, you guys, and here we have Han. Very cool Mimban trooper. Very awesome looking figure. Awesome detail, as you can see. Mud on the face, mud all over the uniform. It's like he's just rolling around in it. It looks really cool. Very, very awesome. Chain around the foot there, just really, really cool. Love the chest piece. Dressing, just really awesome looking figure. We didn't get the helmet, unfortunately. Would have been cool to get the helmet. I'm assuming that's going to come in the single pack. Hopefully the 6-inch will give us the helmet as well. Love the weapon on him as well. The weapon is absolutely cool, guys. Get a look at that weapon. Just really cool and very, very awesome looking weapon there. It's really cool. 5 POA figure, guys, so there's not a lot of articulation. As far as the head scope is concerned, I'm not sure how much it looks like the actor Alden Ehrenreich, but it's still cool nonetheless. I think it's very cool and very awesome looking figure. So very, very cool looking figure, guys. And then of course we have Muddy Chewie. Chewie looking all muddy. He's the beast, as he is referred to in the beginning. He is referred to the beast, and he is fed various prisoners. Actually, Han was to be one of his victims. Of course, if you saw the film, you know that Han is able to speak Chewbaccan, and he was able to convince Chewie that they could escape, and they did escape, and that was the beginning of a long and beautiful relationship between the two. So very cool looking figure, guys. Love the detail. Again, muddied up. It's just all caked up in his fur. So you can tell he's been down there for some period of time. And very cool. It's very awesome. Nice to get this particular version of Chewie. Wonder if we will get him in the 6-inch version with this nice muddy weathering. But that is something that we will have to see in the future. But very cool looking figure, guys. And then of course in the 2-pack you get a very, very cool accessory. This gun, heavy artillery gun, really, really awesome. Has the nice little weathering here in the front as if it's took on some fire. So that is really, really awesome. Very cool accessory and prop to have with your collection. Nice little detail on the inside. Not a lot of color apps, unfortunately, on it. A lot of different color apps on it. Just kind of a military gray, if you will, look to it. But really cool and very awesome accessory. They've been doing really good with the accessories on the 2-packs in this line. And then the gun does swivel as well, guys. So it is on a swivel. The shield does go back and forth as well. So there's even some articulation with the gun as well, guys. Really all cool. Right, you guys, and getting you a quick comparison to the Black Series AT-ST, which is a little bit unfair because the Black Series is has a little bit more quality to it. Not much more, but there is a little bit more quality to it. All right, you guys, so getting you a look at some of the features. We're going to look at the firing mechanism. So that's your firing mechanism. And then there is also an eject button. So you have the eject piece that ejects the gun and the driver off of the vehicle. All right, you guys, so we're going to try and get the sound effects working with the 2.0. I usually don't have luck with this thing, but we'll see how it goes. Mimban Trooper.
Walker arriving on site. Primary weapons online. Let's get ready to move out.
Have Han.
Let's get this done. I'm on a schedule. I've got to find a way out of here. Oh, you have got to be kidding.
And we have Muddy Chewie.
Trooper, standing guard. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Look alive.
So guys, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think of the AT-DT Walker from the Solo line? What do you think of Chewie and Solo figure 2-pack? Very, very cool, very awesome. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost. May the Force be with you always.